Hello World Wide Web and welcome to my playthrough of World of Warcraft. I'm Stickybeat and I'm gonna do a playthrough of the new allied race Mag'har Orcs. So this is supposed to be like a prologue or episode 0 if you like, where we do the quest chain to unlock them as a race. So we're gonna do here in this first part the quest chain that's gonna take us to Draenor, and then in the next episode we're gonna do the scenario where we in the end unlocks them and recruits them to the Horde. And as you can see, some parts of this I've sped up. That's because of a lot of the first quest here is just to travel from A to B in different places in the world. So at first we're at the embassy in Orgrimmar. In here we're gonna pick up the quest that's gonna takes us to our journey that in the end gonna recruit a new race to the Horde.
Hail, friend.
We're gonna speak to Ethrig and he's gonna give us the quest Visions of Time. Talking about something that Garrosh had to travel to Draenor, and we'll hear him talk about it here.
Goodbye, War Chief. Years ago, the Horde pursued the fugitive Garrosh Hellscream to an echo of the Draenor I once knew. In saving Draenor from Garrosh and the Burning Legion, this champion earned the trust of the orcs there. They owe the Horde a debt. I propose we collect what is owed to us.
An army of militant orcs from another world? Trained soldiers. Weapons waiting to be fixed upon the Alliance. Interesting. I see the value in this plan. But I thought the door to that other Draenor had closed.
I have obtained a fragment of the artifact Garrosh used to travel to that world. I believe it can open the way again, but I will need help to do it.
Our Nightborn allies possess a particular affinity for teleportation. I suggest you draw upon their knowledge to aid you on your journey.
By your leave, War Chief. Come, champion.
Okay, so that's what up. One of the cool things about World of Warcraft these days that I really like is that some of the quest text and dialogue are voice acted. So you don't only just have to read the text, but you can just sit back and enjoy the voice acting. So we're mounting up on our cool bike and going at full speed ahead. Just hear that engine roar. Oh yeah, looking like just a biker. Could have totally been in an episode of Sons of Anarchy, without a doubt. Would it be so cool? No, as I said before, it's quite traveling, so we're picking the fastest mount and flying away, speeding up the time as well. Now we're going back to Soldazar, Dazzalor in fact, and talking to Opalith, who should be able to help us to the next step of the line. He's telling us that he can't do anything at the moment, but he tells us that we should speak to the Bronze Dragonflight. They should be able to help us further. And for those of you who don't really know or pay attention or don't care, the Bronze Dragonflight are the dragon aspects that's keepers of time, you could call it. So they're having a bit of a dialogue here, and as you could hear, it wasn't voice acted, so I don't think a lot more are gonna be voice acted. That's not so fun, I guess. Would have been more awesome if everything was voice acted, especially when it comes to the scenario later. That would be so cool if it would have been voice acted. So we took a portal to Silithus because we're going to Tanaris. I guess that's the fastest way. So here we are at the wound. from the Sword of Sargeras, if you remember in the end of Legion, where he stabbed the planet. So now there's a sword just sticking up here, and the zone that was here earlier is totally destroyed and changed forever, I guess. Just flying and looking at the view from above, taking it all in. One of the nicest things about Warcraft these days. So we're speeding things up to just get a move on. Bit faster now than before. Going past Oldham and going into the desert of Tanaris. On our way to Caverns of Time. Thinking about all the stuff you used to do here back in the days, before you were high enough level so you could fly. And as we're flying down here, I also had to take a trip down memory lane as well. Just remembering all the cool stuff back in the day when they first opened here and you could play a part in the culling of Stratholm and the battle for Mount Hydeal. Back in the day, that was awesome. And then later also, of course, in Cataclysm when they got the end-time dungeons and the Dragon Soul raid. Also, a lot of cool stuff happened down here then. So we're flying through here, looking for the dragon we're supposed to talk to. I guess he's in the middle. Yeah, there's the Culling Stratholm entrance. Ah, there is the big question mark over his head. Let's see if he can help us further along then. Should be able to tell us something, I guess. Hello there, big dragon. What's you up to? Standing here? Just in front of the weird looking hourglass? Okay. So, let's go then. So, he wants us to take a trip back to Memory Lane, actually. Going in the footprints of Gul'dan and Garrosh himself. So at first, looks like we're going to the Dark Portal in Blasted Lands. So let's just take a Hearthstone back to Dasal Alor. And I guess the quickest way is to go through Orgrimmar and the portal to Blasted Lands from there. Just as you see me doing here. Mount up and fly away. Let's see what's happened. So much of the zones have changed over the years. That's really cool with this game. How you can see everything just changing. Yeah, almost like it's actually alive. So here we are at the Dark Portal, seeing our dragon in human form waiting for us. Talking about the echoes of magic. Gul'dan traveled here, yeah, cool. So I guess we're gonna fight an echo of Gul'dan here then. Let's see how it goes. Do you have faith in us? I have faith in us. Aha, Gul'dan. We meet again. Okay, let's just buff up for the sake of it. And this is quite a fight, so let's speed things up as well. It's actually a really good fight. You have to move a lot, and as you can see, he also intimidates you quite a lot, so it's not a just stand around and kick his ass fight. It also takes some time. He has quite life, or health if you like. Oh, and now I guess we should have it. Doesn't help that you're Gul'dan. when you're up against Eragus of the Horde. Okay, Temple of the White Tiger. So I guess we have to get to Pandaria then. It's actually been quite a while since I was there. Okay, so we should go, I guess. Bum 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 bum. What? Oh, a lot of people here. Where do you come from? Oh, hey guys. Oh, troll. Was it yesterday? And away. So this time we're going through Dalaran, and we take a portal to Pandaria from there. Not quite as many people here as it used to be a couple of months ago when Legion was around. And I guess the town here in Pandaria is even more still these days. Okay, let's fly away. Ooh, Pandaria. A really good looking content if you ask me. So vibrant with color and everything. Maybe not just this zone though. Is Shaw of Anger up? No, no Shaw of Anger around here. That's bad. Could have tried for the mount. So let's just keep going to the temple. Go, 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 go. There it is. I mean, yet again, ain't like the views and the scenes in this game just awesome and epic to look at. I mean, just look at that temple, how we just moving towards it. Could have been a postcard. Oh yeah. So what's waiting for us this time? Stink of my kind, my kin still lingers. I guess this was the place where Garrosh had his trial. For the true Horde. Let's pick it up. Yeah, we're going at it again, so we're speeding things up so we don't have to sit and just wait for 5 minutes while I'm just dashing some keys. That's okay, that's okay. Okay, cool. Another step done. So, where to next? Siege of Orgrimmar. I see, I see. That was quite a raid. Cool in the start, but I guess a bit boring in the end, perhaps. Wasn't that raid like forever until the next patch or expansion came around? Seems like my heartstones are still on cooldown, so I guess we have to fly all the way back. No quick transport here then. No, 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 no. Flying back and looking around at the view around. But I guess we could speed things up a bit more to get there faster. Like that. Yeah. Flying through the gate and into the Belly Blossoms. Well. And we're back in Orgrimmar. So we should meet him outside the gates. He had an own entrance, so we don't have to do the whole raid once again. That's cool. Flying through the gates to Orgrimmar, going out on the other side, and here as well. Just look at the place. It's so cool. The gates of Orgrimmar. I mean, this is why I play this game. I still play this game. I played it since vanilla, and I'm no planning on stop playing in it. Okay, take us in, my friend. Straight to the end game. this I think is the last part of the quests until the scenario. Such a pity. So we could actually have been quite the war chief, not just in this timeline. But does this mean there's actually, like in canon, more timelines out there that we could potentially go to? And I think that throne there is epic. It's so big. So big. Oh yeah, I'm your war chief now. No, let's get this show on the road and start it up. Garage, show yourself. I am your death. No, I am your death. It actually could have been quite cool, I guess, if he actually had been a cool guy. That actually could have been the war chief instead of this Nazi guy he turned out to be. And this fight took forever. No, not forever, but just be fighting a question like this. They could have made it quicker. Just have to run around so much, just dodging and dodging and dodging, and that's about it. And then you get, okay, let's hit you 2 times, and then I have to dodge and dodge and dodge and dodge. But I guess it's all fun in the long term, or something. Some of these mechanics actually were in the raid, as well when it was a raid boss, so that's quite cool that they still uses them. So if you weren't here in raiding, you could still get some feel for it, I guess. Oh, the shard of something we have is absorbing something in something, and I sense the threads of something. Okay, cool. So I guess we now could travel back to Dasalor again. Go back to Ocleth and speak to him. This time the Heartstone is fueled up and ready to go. Loading it up, and we're back. Talking to Ocleth and then Ithrig, and we should get the last pieces of the quest here. So then we will be on our way to Draenor, the other Draenor. Not our Draenor, but the other Draenor. And then they start talking about the last piece of the quest and telling us how we should go there back and forth. So yeah, I think this is wrapping up for the first part of this series. Thanks for watching, and please leave a comment and I will read them all. If you have a way that I could be better, tell me and I will do it. So until next time, bye bye.